Hey guys, my name is Kevin. Welcome to a little different video. Now, I know I say that every single one of my videos, but this is seriously a different video. This is, as you guys see in the title, this is a Redstone creation we got here. This is just a little UHC setup box, as you guys see in the title. There's a bunch of different features that I'll be including in the video. There's a lot of different things that I really want to bring out to the community, and I think this will be really useful for people who don't really have any plugins or anything. Like, this is just pure vanilla. People who like to host vanilla games, or vanilla everything. This is the box for you. Now, just to keep in mind, this is all 1.8 features. 1.7, I'm not 100% sure. Most of these commands require 1.8 and 1.7. There's no 1.6 command really into this, other than a few play sound commands, but that's only about it. And a few other things I need to notify is there's a few scoreboards. We have the health. When you press tab, there will be a health display. We have a few game rules to keep in mind of. I'm a scoreboard objectives list. We have a few scoreboards. We have a few game rules that are required. Game rule natural regeneration, game rule keep inventory, game rule 2 daylight cycle. I'll be recovering all those all in the video. So yeah, let's go on to it. When you first download the map, you will spawn right here. In creative mode, you'll have nothing in your inventory. At least I think you'll have nothing in your inventory. You'll probably have a few redstone stuff, maybe. I am not 100% sure. But yeah, you will spawn here. And all the redstone will not be triggered. Everything is not going to be set up. It's all just not activated. So yeah. Once you head down here, you will given a few tips and the signs, my credits, of course, and a few things that you got to do. Now, I'm going to be recovering all this in the video. Now, the death counter, or death scoreboard setupper, I should say, is what it does is it has a hopper clock with a redstone that just bounces back and forth, which triggers this comparator. It keeps flashing, and it will play this command. Now it's gonna play an Ender Dragon growl sound. It'll play an Ender Dragon growl sound to all the players, but it has to detect if a player has a death score minimum 1. The scoreboard right here is a death count scoreboard. So once you die, it will put it will add a score to your particular data. So then it'll do it to 0, 80, 0, 0, 0, and the volume's gonna be. Keep in mind, the volume is important because you want every single player to hear the sound. So it's gonna be 10,000, and the pitch is gonna be 1-1. So if I play the sound right now, as you guys see, it's not playing because none of us have a score of death 1. So this command, it will put the particular player in spectator mode. If the death is 1, there will detect if the score death is minimum 1. Right here, it will teleport. If a player kills them, it will teleport the dead player to their killer. Now, also right here we have a player kill count. So once someone gets a kill, it will add that to their data. So it's gonna TP a player to their kill minimum 1, their killer. And with a slight tick delay, it will reset the scoreboards right away, so it's all work properly. Now, the reason there's a tick delay is because if I just put redstone on, it won't know what to put on, Like, the scoreboard could possibly not be working. This could be spamming. The players could be teleported to wrong players, etc., etc. So keep in mind, this repeater is really important in this particular system. Every single command block has to work, especially these two, because it resets the scoreboard and prevents spamming from there. Now this here is the UHC timer. A lot of people have trouble finding a UHC timer. I've seen a lot of, falling sand clocks, daylight sensor clocks. Just, I don't want that kind of clock. We need a perfect 20-minute timer that will work for every single scenario and not have much trouble working it. So, the video I found this on, I'll put a link in the description as well. There will be a list of videos of where I found all of this on, all the redstone, every single contraption. it'll be categorized as well. This basically right here is resets the timer. Now basically what happens here, there's a wooden pressure plate, there's an item, and the age is negative 18,000. So basically what it means is what's it called, let me do the math, 24,000 ticks it will despawn. So by default the item will despawn in about 6,000 ticks. I honestly don't know, and in number 6,000. So by the default age is 0. So the item will despawn in 5 minutes, and then, you know, it'll trigger all this. But if the item is negative 18,000, it increases the time of where it'll despawn. So, since the fact that 0 to 6,000 is 5 minutes, so 6,000 ticks, if I put it to negative, let's just say 12,000, it'll be 15 minutes, because 6,000 is 5 minutes. And of course, it has to go all the way to 6,000. So 6,000 and 0, 5 minutes, negative 6,000, 10 minutes, 12,000, 50 minutes, negative 18,000, 20 minutes. So that is the marker. You could always set it up to about 30,000, negative 30,000, but the maximum you could go up to is about 32,000. So it's up to a 30-minute timer, 0 to 30-minute timer. And I'll put the link, as I said before, in the description. And basically what happens is the item despawns. This block will not be powered, so it'll power this redstone torch, which will respawn the item because it's up here, the command block. It just goes up, and as well as it goes to the side too. So it'll play that Telraw end of episode, and you can always set it to a different marker, and it'll play a sound, mob.blaze.dead, to every single player, and a sound of 10,000 in a different pitch. So you want to choose a sound that most likely will get the player's attention, and it's not like a fully natural sound that is possible that could happen. Like, you can't play like a zombie growl or something like that. It has to be loud, and it has to be a bit fierce too. So basically, if I reset the timer, as you can see right away, it just goes right away. Hang on, let me put a button on it. See, as you saw, the pressure plate, let it go, redstone torch triggered all these 3 command blocks, as well as the resetting of the timer, and the diamond sword will eventually despawn in 20 minutes, and boom, it'll just keep triggering. So yeah, on to the next one. Now this is the really important part. This basically starts the entire game. These are important few command blocks. Now this command block, it'll give everyone starter food, a cooked beef of 3. This will tell Raw the game starting. It's a green bold text. This here will trigger a wireless redstone. Well, I'll explain in a minute. And this will spread players. So these 3 command blocks are basic. It's just giving starter food and spreading the players, and just notifying every single player that the game is starting. And the redstone, it will place a redstone block right here, and it will trigger every single one of these command blocks. Now, it's wireless too, and I'll link the video to the wireless redstone in the description. By default, when you download the map, the game rules will be false, or the game rules will be categorized. So in this case, it will reset the game rule, keep inventory false. This will put the daily cycle on, because once you download the map, the time will be midday. So it'll just put the daily cycle to true, so it continues the cycle. It will put the command block output to false, because we don't want this to be spamming or any of this to be triggered, and I'll just get annoying. Now, in this, Worldborder set 150 in the course of 3 hours. By default, what I set it as is the Worldborder is 2000 by 2000, so it will shrink the border to 150 by 150 in the course of 3 hours. Right here is it will stop. It will get rid of the redstone command block, so it could actually place and update again and again and again, and it'll still work, and it'll set the time to 0, so it restarts the time and it makes sure everything is going well. So yeah, you want to keep this thing open so it won't be unable to place the block, because these are important command blocks as well. You can't just do that. So basically, what happens here is you press the button, it'll give you your start food, and you'll be spread in the radius of 200 or to 990. It will say the game's starting. It sets the time to 0, and when it says end of episode, that means the timer is reactivated, and it's all reactivated. Now for final commands, there's no final heal. If you want to do a final heal, you can do this, and if you want to do a final saturation, you can do this. So that actually just resets everything. I'll put those commands in the txt file when you download it. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video. Just to final cover up, the tab contains the health. If you kill a player, it will put your score right here, and if you die, the scoreboard will still stay the same. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was really quite simple to make. I really hope I explained everything quite well. It's kind of hard to explain stuff that most people do not know, and it's just a fact of life, guys. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.